Hey guys, the Firebird is here. Welcome to my channel where we still really do believe that the earth is flat and no amount of counter evidence is gonna change our minds. That's a fact. Anyways, these are the jokes. Hopefully you enjoy. Now, as you guys might already be aware, I have been absent for quite a long time, like prior to this week, because I was busy with college, projects, homeworks and stuff. And now that I'm free, I'm going back to making videos. And I'm sort of making daily uploads because, well, ever since I've been gone, my views have kind of nosedived a little. So I need to start uploading until, they get back up. So good for you, right? But anyways, something that I want to mention before we go on is that I know there's been a lot of, Studio Series tour reveals, leaks, and rumors about the new Transformers movie and the Transformers game. And I want to say I'm probably not going to be covering those because I'm not too sure if you guys are interested in me talking about, news that are probably considered obsolete by this point. We got leaks for the next Transformers movie, and it's rumored to be released in summer 2021. Now, summer is usually the time where the Transformers movies are released, around my birthday actually. The mainline Transformers movies always get released around that point, except with the exception of Bumblebee, but Bumblebee was a spin-off and its own thing, so we're not gonna count that. So at least the leaks line up with that information. The way this works is that someone basically said they got in contact with some of the producers of Hasbro and some of their associates and managed to pick up a few interesting details about when the next movie is gonna be produced and the time it's most likely going to be released. Now this guy made a post in the TFW 2005 website explaining what he learned. He also managed to figure out that they're planning to reveal the CGI G1 look for Megatron in the Bumblebee movie, which I'm actually really excited for that, and we do know that information is actually true because there's this Japanese company that's working with Hasbro to release figures those big giant statues of characters. You've probably seen some of them in the past, like that metallic looking Optimus Prime figure and so on. Apparently we're also gonna get one for Megatron, and to show the silhouette of how it's gonna look like. Now this is inspired by his, supposed Bumblebee movie appearance, like how he was planned to look like in the movie before he was cut. So sometime in the future they're gonna reveal how he was intended to appear in the Bumblebee movie. We're finally gonna get this CGI model of him that we wanted for so long. So that much information lines up. Everything else that he mentions is oh, I talked to this guy and he told me this and I decided to keep it secret because he's gonna know it's me and so on. Now this should be fairly obvious, but when it comes to leaks and stuff like that, you should always take them with a grain of salt. For all we know, this guy could be lying. He's right about the Megatron thing. That much amount of information right now is correct, that is factual. But when it comes to this new Transformers movie and the time it's gonna be released, that's, we don't know if that's correct. He could be lying to get attention. And there's a reason why other, Transformers websites haven't really covered this and taken this as factual, because it's basically just some guy saying that, yeah, I have this friend who works at Nintendo and he got me some info of the next Pokemon game. It's basically that scenario. But that hasn't stopped people from speculating and, probably saying that this could be true, which I feel like it's been a good amount of time since the Bumblebee movie by this point that I think Hasbro might want to start working on the next Transformers movie, the next mainline Transformers movie, plural. So if this is fake or not, I thought it would be fun to speculate what characters do I believe are gonna appear in the next Transformers movie, which is Transformers 1990, which it's a weird name and I'm gonna say it's probably not true. 1990 is not really a special year for Transformers or anything. I know they're trying to copy Wonder Woman with the title of the movie, but 1990 for Transformers, it's not really that special. It's the 7th year of the brand, and besides that, not much has happened besides, a few home video releases, a few comics, but it's likely that the title is probably a placeholder because we do know they want to capitalize on that G1 nostalgia, so they're likely going to want to keep the next Transformers movies, at least the next 2 movies, as relatively close to the 80s as possible. We do know that Bumblebee took place somewhere around the 80s, so there really isn't that, big of a time gap between the Bumblebee movie and the supposed sequel, so, it's whatever, it's still really close to the 80s, so it's not a big deal. So in this video, I'm just gonna talk about the Autobots and Decepticons that I think are really likely to appear in the movie. Now, if you guys remember, I did make a video talking about the characters that I think they're gonna make it into the next Transformers movie, and funnily enough, I titled that video Reboot Transformers 7 Cast Robots 2021, and the leaks suggest that we're gonna get that movie in 2021, so I'm not saying I can see the future, but I'm not saying that I cannot see the future. So I'm gonna tell you the characters that I definitely think are gonna make it into the next Transformers movie, and I'm gonna change a few characters from before, just letting you know, because some stuff has changed since then. So first up, we got Optimus Prime. That's a no-brainer. Optimus Prime is like the Charizard of Transformers. You just have to happen. Like, he's the fan favorite. Then you have Bumblebee, and Bumblebee is like the Pikachu of Transformers, okay? He's always gonna be there, no matter what. I honestly don't see a movie without this character anytime soon. Now, in that video I mentioned Windblade could appear, but considering that her jet vehicle mode is pretty advanced for 80s standards, and the fact that they're probably gonna wanna focus more on G1 characters, I'm actually replacing Windblade with RC. I think RC has a higher chance of appearing in the movie. Even though RC is still a Generation 1 character, for the first 2 seasons of the Transformers TV show, she wasn't in there. She appeared in Season 3 and Season 4. I previously stated that I don't think we're gonna see her just cause, you know, they're probably gonna stick with the original G1 cartoon, but some of the leaks suggest that she's basically confirmed to be in the movie. And I honestly don't see Hasbro picking up another female character besides RC or Windblade, and because of the time period, Windblade's out of the question, so RC stays in my opinion. Now, Brawn is another G1 character that was featured in the first 2 seasons. I definitely do think that he's gonna make it into the movie. The comics even suggest that they were planning for him to appear in the sequel. And he's one of those, you know, classic G1 characters that I just don't see Hasbro tossing to the side. So he stays. Ratchet and Ironhide are pretty self-explanatory. They're fan favorite characters, the Michael Bay movie popularized them. I don't think we're gonna get them looking entirely like they did with their G1 counterparts. If anything, we're probably gonna get a mix of G1 and their Michael Bay counterparts, much like we did with Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. And some people might be upset by that, but honestly, I'm all for it, because have you seen this Transformers Prime Ironhide? That's the perfect combination of movie Ironhide and G1 Ironhide. Please, give me more of that, Hasbro. I still do think that we're probably gonna see Wheeljack in this, just cause, you know, he's the creator of the Dinobots, he's a pretty popular G1 character, and he's also one of those robots that stands out about the rest because of his weird head design. Now, in my previous video, I mentioned that I think we're gonna get Jazz and Sideswipe, just cause Jazz is a pretty fan-beloved character, but ever since 2007, Jazz has been suspiciously absent from any major Transformers media. Well, he has made a couple of appearances here and there, Transformers Prime and Robots in Disguise, but he was always a bit of a side character and, you know, never really got too much of a spotlight. I do think that Sideswipe is definitely gonna make it just cause, again, he's a pretty popular, you know, Michael Bay era character. People really like him, and if Hasbro's gonna, you know, pull what they did with the Bumblebee movie and create a mix of, you know, G1 and Michael Bay movie characters, then I can see them doing something really cool with Sideswipe's look. And if Sideswipe's gonna get added, I think they should also add Sunstreak, because animating these guys is expensive, okay? There's a reason why we have, you know, Seeker recolors and Protoforms with no colors, and they sometimes do look the same. Hasbro could save a lot of money by just adding a yellow Sideswipe with a different head. I honestly can see them doing that, and Transformers that are, you know, actual brothers, like, you know, they actually consider themselves brothers, you know, related by Energon and all that, could be an interesting concept. So that's why I'm saying that instead of Jazz, I could see them, you know, switching to Sunstreaker, because you have to have that, you know, recolor in there, because CGI is expensive and all that. Now, this is likely gonna be a new mainline Transformers movie, so the budget is probably gonna be considerably higher than it was for the Bumblebee movie. But still, I feel like they're gonna wanna play it as safe as possible. And that's it for the Autobots. So Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, RC, Ironhide, Ratchet, Brawn, Sideswipe, and Sunstreaker. Those are the Autobots that I definitely do believe are gonna make it into the next Transformers movie. We have 8 Autobots. At best, we're gonna get 8 Autobots. At the worst, we'll get 5. So yeah. But those are the ones that I think are definitely gonna make it into the movie. But now for the Decepticons. I think we're definitely gonna see Megatron. He's been absent for way too long, and that match with Optimus Prime is really overdue. I just hope they don't like go full G1 and have him turn into a gun. Like, that's stupid. Please, Hasbro, don't do it. Just make him turn into a tank. Just do the tank and you can keep that G1 look. Like, just don't make him into a gun. Next we got Soundwave. I definitely do think that Soundwave's gonna make it, especially since, he made that appearance in the Bumblebee movie. He was really cool. He's probably gonna come back with his cassettes, so I can easily see Laserbeak, Rumble, and Ravage come back. Especially since those guys made an appearance in the Transformers, sequel comic for the Bumblebee movie. Hasbro and the producers of the Bumblebee, spin-off franchise, more or less already have, Soundwaves and the cassettes looks nailed down for this new reboot universe. So I definitely do see them, bringing Soundwave back. Starscream is a no-brainer. You have to have Starscream. Now, in my video, you also mentioned Slipstream, and I'm going to say we're probably not gonna see Slipstream. I feel like we're only gonna be limited to one female Autobot in the entire movie. They're probably gonna get Slipstream when they decide to add Windblade into the cast, because they both have that, sort of rivalry in Transformers Cyberverse. So we're probably gonna, skip the female Decepticon for now at least. Also in G1, there wasn't really any female Decepticons, at least not from what I can recall. We did have Nightbird, but Shatter is basically Nightbird, so we are already done with that stuff. So we're already done with the females in G1. We're definitely gonna get our Seeker recolors, that being Skywarp and Thundercracker. I don't know if we're gonna get Tross, and yes guys, Tross is the green one. But I feel like we're more likely to get Thundercracker and Skywarp. Now in that video I also mentioned Barricade, and again, Barricade is not a G1 character. He didn't appear in the original G1 cartoon, and that kinda hurts his chances of appearing in the movie. Then again, I did mention that Hasbro's not really, scrapping ideas from the Bayverse. Like, if you look at Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, their designs still have that Bayverse kinda look, so they're not like entirely willing to, throw everything that's related to the Michael Bay universe to the side. Shatter and Dropkick look fairly Michael Bay-ish. And Barricade is the character that won that, the Transformers, fan favorite character poll that Hasbro did a while back. I covered that actually. He beat Sideswipe, Ironhide, Optimus Prime, Grimlock. Barricade was the voted to be the most popular movie character out of all of them. And honestly, I can't blame them for choosing Barricade. Like, his design is incredibly cool, and his concept of being this evil police car is also extremely cool. I'm really unsure about Barricade appearing, but I'm gonna say that he's probably is. He's a fan favorite character, and Hasbro really made some toys out of him for the Bumblebee movie toy line, so they haven't forgotten about him. But Barricade is like the one character in this list of the Decepticons that I'm really unsure of. Now in that video I also mentioned that we're probably gonna see the Combaticons in the movie, because the Constructicons already had their time to shine, and I think, Devastator left too many bad memories, so we're probably gonna see, Verticus instead. I changed my mind, and I think we're gonna go with the Constructicons, just because the Constructicons are like the OGs, the classics. And if Hasbro's trying to, clear up their image after the Michael Bay movies, then imagine seeing in the cinema for the first time the Constructicons combining into an actual Devastator, not that monstrosity with balls of steel. Like, I feel that would be a really good way for Hasbro to, tell to the audience, look, we messed up, but here's the actual thing you should have seen so many years ago. It's probably the way to go. I'm sorry, Verticus, I really want to see you on screen, but I feel like the Constructicons right now, with the direction they're going in, I feel like it makes the most sense. And that's actually it for the Decepticons. I kept the Decepticons a bit small, with just, Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, Ravage, Rumble, Laserbeak, the Decepticons, and Thundercracker and Skywarp, because for the Decepticons it's a bit tricky. Sure, they have plenty of members too, but in comparison to the Autobots, guessing which Decepticons are gonna appear in the movie is a bit trickier, because we don't have much to go on. And I don't think Shockwave's gonna make it. I think Shockwave's gonna remain on Cybertron, like he kinda always does. That's my list as to what characters are probably gonna appear in the Transformers, 2021 movie, if the leaks are true. If they're not true, then we'll just have to wait and see. But this is my list, these are my guesses. If you guys have anything different than me, then feel free to tell me in the comments down below. Do I believe the leaks are true? Not entirely. I don't believe they're entirely true, but then again, we had stuff leak in the past and it was pretty accurate, so I'm willing to give it a chance. But for now, this is like my, just in case it's true, here are my thoughts. But anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Shout out goes to our patrons, Optimus Prime, iPost Fate, Mario Gordon, Predator King Hunter Plays, and the absolute Matla himself, Jordan the Great, who donated $100. Thanks a lot for donating guys, it's much appreciated. Shout out goes to their channels, links in the description down below and in the comments down below. Make sure to go check them out, they need all the help they can get. And if you guys want to shout out your subs, all you have to do is donate. By donating to my Patreon, you get access to some of my videos early, you can request your own videos, do a collab with me. Ask me to cover a variety of different topics that are Transformers related, or they could also be non-Transformers related. It's up to you, and you get plenty of freedom to choose. But yeah, shout out to my patrons, thank you guys for donating, it's really appreciated. And if you guys want to donate, you already know what to do. Just keep in mind that this is completely optional, I'm not forcing you to do so, and I don't want you to feel pressure to do so. If you want to support me, go and do so, and if you don't want to, just watch my videos. It's simple as that. But thank you for all your support guys. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoy. I'm back to making videos. I'm gonna make daily videos until my views start picking up again. So you know, yay, good for you, bad for me because I have plenty of work to do now. But yeah, I want you guys to go to the comments down below and tell me what characters do you want to see for the next mainline Transformers movie. You already know my opinion and now I want to hear yours. Do you agree with my choices? Do you disagree with my choices? Personally, I'm pretty confident about all of them except Barricade and the Constructicons. I slightly favor the Constructicons over Bruticus, but I'm still like, you know, it could always be either or, so you know, it's like whatever. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, Decepticons forever!